You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more.
Don't mind me, guys, just fighting off some of the haters from this this video that's gonna come out. A little presumptuous kicking a butt. But we're gonna do the top facial hairs for shaved heads and bald men. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Roll that intro. Thank you for that lovely intro. I'm sure it was fantastic. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to have a somewhat controversial video, I think. So it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about the best type of facial hair for men with shaved heads. There's going to be 3 different ones I'm going to be talking about. And hopefully, you know, I don't get too many people upset, but I'm very open to all different types of beards. So it just depends on what works best for you. I'm talking about what type of face shape, head shape, all of that works best for what kind of beard. So to start off, we have the classic beard. Now that's the typical big bushy beard. For many of you who have come from Harry's Bald Cafe, he has that nice good looking big thick beard. Now that is the most common trend for what people usually like to rock, that big bushy beard, but it doesn't work for everyone necessarily, and sometimes it might be pushed too much onto certain people. But I think it's a fantastic look. It adds a lot fuller of a look to your face. It makes you look, you know, a lot more strong, confident, a lot bigger. People that I do recommend do grow that full beard are people that don't necessarily have as strong of a jawline, or if you have a nice angled head shape coming down, it flows really well into the beard. But if you have a lot of hard angles on your head, which I have, so if you have a nice really chiseled jawline, you can look into other things. But if you have you know, if you're a little bit weaker around the jaw, a little weaker on the chin, definitely grow that big beard. Especially if you're a lot bigger, if you're a lot, you know, more muscly or a lot bigger figure, grow out that big bushy beard. That's definitely something that you're going to want to do, and that will look good. The second type of facial hair is a more stylized facial hair. Now I personally usually do this. So I've seen in the past where I grow my mustache out, leave a little bit of a soul patch there as well, and that's something that allows you to be a little bit more flexible with your look, a little bit more free. You still have that option to, you know, kind of stylize some hair on your head. So that's something that I really like to do, just because it adds a little bit of character. So when you have, you know, maybe a mustache, maybe a goatee, maybe something like that, that adds a lot of character and can kind of, you know, up your game. People will look a little bit at you a little bit more and be like, oh, what's going on there? One thing I will say about the facial hair that's certainly stylized is it looks really good on some people that have a lot bigger faces or wider faces. More that would go more out and then down, get that stylized hair. It kind of, you know, makes it blend properly into it. If you have a very weak jaw or very weak chin, I'd recommend doing a goatee of some sort, but it only works sometimes. If you do have those weaker facial features, definitely grow out that long beard. But if you want to grow that stylized facial hair, the mustache, goatee, anything like that, some people can definitely pull it off, and if you want to have more flexibility with your look, I definitely recommend doing that. And the third look, which is my personal favorite that I tend to rock most of the time, and what I'm rocking right now, is that stubble. So there are some very classic shaved head and bald men that do rock that look. That is going to be your Jason Statham, The Rock, you know, all those really famous people have that stubble or clean shaven type look. Now that's something that usually you see a lot more professionally in business. The clean shaven or stubble look is very common. It still makes you look very professional and like you're in control of kind of your look. The other look that I would recommend for that business professional is back to that stylized facial hair. That being said, there are a lot of people and a lot of trends growing into having that more full beard look as a professional look. So don't be scared to grow that beard. I'm just pointing out different facial hairs that work. The stubble and clean shave is a very classic look. You can rock it anywhere. If you have that nice kind of facial structure or even just a good flow from your head to your chin, definitely recommend that. So once again, the beard, definitely recommend the beard. I think it is a little bit overprescribed in this kind of community. I think some people could definitely pull off a more clean shaven or stylized facial hair look. The beard is a great look for a lot of people though, so I definitely recommend, you know, if you haven't seen some people that have great beards, look those up, see if it's right for you. If you have have a bigger kind of head than you do a jaw, I 100% recommend growing a full beard, as will add a lot of character to it. The stylized facial hair, it's a lot of fun. You can mess around with it, have a good time, kind of get that nice and angled in, play around with it a little bit. It gives you something to kind of do and have fun with, add a little character to your look. And then that last clean shaven look, which is a very professional, a lot of very well-known people rock that kind of look, and I think it's very clean, it's very appealing. It can make you look a little bit younger if that's kind of what you're trying to achieve. But yeah, that look can be a little bit harder if you don't necessarily have as structured of an appearance. So if you're still working on that and you still, are still hitting the gym, for now, grow the beard out. It looks great. That being said, the beard looks great on everybody. But all controversy aside, the beard is fantastic, but it's not necessarily for everyone. So feel free to mess around with it a little bit. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this doesn't get too many dislikes. I expect at least 2,000 or 3,000. So if you haven't yet, please feel free to check out my Instagram. I just put it up there. It's a new thing. You'll definitely want to take a look at that. I post pictures quite frequently on there. Some stories of me doing and having some fun in my day-to-day life. So definitely want to go and check that out if you haven't already. But anyway, thank you guys very much, and I'll see you next time.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more.